What I'm after for the new guest cabin, I want some big cornerstones for the foundation. And right over here where this ground is disrupted, I remember when I was digging out stone for raising up the original cabin, putting a little foundation under it, I came across, there's some boulders over here that have been buried, and I turned them too big to move at that time. Well, now I've got this 12-volt electric winch, and I got some chains and straps, and I think if I dig down here, pull them up onto the ground, then I think with the help of that dog, you know, my new snow dog, if I can't do it in the summer with the wagon, I'm sure that next winter we'll be able to slide them over to the new cabin site. So maybe I'm crazy, but what I deemed too big to move a number of years ago, I'm going to give a try, because they're probably nice big boulders. They'll be really nice to set those logs on. Stay tuned. But I think what I do want to try today is going over and digging out some of them boulders that were too big to move a while back that I want to use for the cornerstones on the new guest cabin. It's not very far away out here. I got a 12-volt electric winch with a few chains and some straps, and yeah, it's one of those things that, not really a MacGyver thing on this one, but let's see if we can work it out to get them pulled up on top of the ground. And then I think the snow dog this winter, if I don't get it done this week on the dry ground, I think the snow dog will have no trouble moving a good sized boulder with the snow. Well, there seems to be a number of those rocks that were too big to move. There's this one, there, and there. See what else gets uncovered if we can get this pulled up out of here. We'll try to put a strap or chain around there and hook it to a tree over there, and just first thing to do is just see if we can get it moved at all. Then we'll see about getting it out of here. Well, here's our equipment array for this boulder lifting project. I don't know if I use these straps or not, but they might come in handy. Got some two different sizes of chain to be able to use it. Now, I don't want to be accused of using clickbait on that title about the solar powered boulder lifter, because this 12-volt winch is being powered by this 12-volt battery that was charged with the solar panel. So this is going to be a solar powered boulder lifting project if it all works. We'll see what happens here. Here goes the first attempt. I don't expect much more than most first attempts. We'll have to tweak the system to get things done here. Might work. I had my doubts. I just need to find a way to have it come all the way out of there, but I'll think about that in a minute and get back at it. I left these jacks up here when I did that project a number of years ago, getting all these stone, put that foundation underneath the log cabin. That's what I deemed these rocks out here, too big to move, but got plans for a new guest cabin over there, so want to try and see if we can get them out of here. Time to think again. It's coming. Giving that winch a workout though. My blue straps are what are pulling now, but I think they're strong enough. But I'm not getting in there. We're almost there. I think the winch is overheating and kicking out. I'm just taking it really easy with it. Well, you couldn't call it easy. I'm working it hard, but I think we're up here, and I think as everything on the second time you do something is better, and I'm going to get that winch anchored higher in a tree so we're lifting more up than all the friction of pulling us out of the ground this way. I'd sure hate to lose it now. I'll lay some of that stuff in there just in case it does, it'll fall back on it. It might just steamroll that, go right back in the hole too. You saw it here, solar powered boulder lifter. Actually, one, two, they about three more down there, but I don't know if they're as big as this brute. Now that I got him up here, probably be winter time, try to get him on a sled with the, or slide him anyway on the snow with the snow dog. I don't think I want to try to put that one in a wheeled cart right now. You never know. They'll get bored some morning here. Be curious what how much power that took out of that battery. It's a good sized battery. It was fully charged, but then it's pretty old too. But I got my digital voltmeter. I'll let it calm down and I'll check it out just out of curiosity. I can roll it, I sure can't lift it. I earned my cherry pie this morning. I'm sure glad it worked. I'll go over and use my solar powered boulder lifter to pick a few more of those out of the ground. Just to think, when I was younger, I deemed them too big to move. I checked the power left of my battery after that. Well, that was a pretty hard pull. didn't do a very good job of it, probably wasted a lot of energy, and I still only used a fifth of the power of that 12-volt car battery, which I should throw in there. That battery is the factory battery out of my 2004 Durango. When they wear out, or I always change my batteries about every 6-7 years. Come up in this country, I want a really good battery, and then I bring the old ones back here. So that's a 2004 battery in 2021, and it held that power that well. I was impressed. I thought I'd be back getting another battery. So now on this rock, now it's not near as big. I've learned a little bit. Those blue straps seem to work the best for holding on that rock. I anchored up about 8 feet in the tree over there, so hopefully we get more of a straight lift coming up. So let's see what happens. I'll dig out a little bit there. I'm going to dig that. That's solid rock. We'll see if it will slide on by. Let my hoist cool down a little bit. It's almost too easy. Who knew solar power could be so powerful? I'm going to try this, but we might be back into that too big to move category, even with that solar powered boulder lifter. We'll find out. should have known better than that. Yeah, I could have done that with the solar powered boulder lifter, but I should do something today. Really nice having this remote control and this winch so I can stand back far enough nothing can slap me if it comes loose. I think you better hook before that slips off.
Look at that.
No, Sasquatch didn't come around to pay me a visit. Some friends came out. Let that motor cool down a while.
Yeah, that works good.
Well, that commotion there, had some visitors stop by, and I always leave a note in the cabin where I'm at, so they knew where to walk out and find me. I think I got one more in there someplace. And then my guest spotted another big one sticking out of the ground over here, so we're not done yet. Well, the hoist is actually the winch. The winch is actually upside down because of the way I got it hooked up, but this is what it is. It's a name brand. I mean, I got this at the Farm and Fleet stores in Illinois, but I think the Master Lock is the name you want to look for, and it says here this is the 2,000 pound capacity 12 volt, and this is the first time I've really used it for anything really hefty like this. Works out really well. To store it away, these plugs, they pull out for your remote control, and then the leads that go over to the battery. Can't complain. I haven't found the end of that rock yet. It may go back in that category, too big to move. I think I'll leave that one for seed. As I was working out here yesterday, I I came over because I knew I had some little rock too big to move that I'd buried right over there. And I had the electric hoist going and I was getting them pulled out, and that's when Neil and Kathy showed up. They went to the cabin, and I always leave a note in there when I'm out wandering around, you know, where I'm at. Well, I was only a few hundred yards away, so they came around the corner and found me. And I showed them what I was doing there, and I was planning on being all done, but Kathy was over here kind of scuffing her feet, and she said, well, Martin, I hate to tell you, you got another big one over here. Well, I got digging down. Yeah, there was a big one there. I think that was that one, but then there was also this one, and there was all these. So, thank you, Kathy. Well, no hard feelings though, because she did leave a really nice little packet of raisin cookies in there. They really hit the spot when I went back for a rest. But now this rock is probably the biggest one of all. So I'm going to try to, got the ladder, I'm going to get the chain hoist, and I'm going to do more of an upward pull so I don't have as much drag or any extra load on the winch, because I think we're going to be taxing it pretty good on this one. I'm sure I'll have to rehook this when I get it pulled up a little bit, but we'll get it straightened up so I can get around more in the middle of the rock. We lost battery power for part of that pull. No, not the 12-volt hoist. My camera battery kicked out, so we missed the initial pull coming up out of the hole there. It was a job. I did have to stop it and let the motor cool down a little bit, but I just kept going a few more spurts, and she came up, and you can see it could pick this up when it didn't have the drag of the soil on it. So I guess next winter, if we need to load these up, we'll just pick them up in the air and lower them onto whatever we have. And planned on doing that, but I know we can do it now. I poked around. I couldn't feel any more rocks near the surface, so I'm going to call it a job well done. I got a cherry pie waiting for me back there. I think I deserve it.